Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Teresa and this is Teresa's Life Budgeted. And today we're going to save in our month ahead. I've got both of my binders out just so you know I can brag on myself a little bit here. Our purple binder is where I store my extra categories that we haven't actually gotten to yet. And the category that I finished, yay! We have one finished category in my savings for month ahead, and that is our life insurance. And that one we finished last month. So I'm super excited about that. You know, got to brag on it a little bit. So we'll put that off to the side though, and we will get into our black binder, which is where we have our categories that we're currently working on. I have too many categories to do it all at once. So the way I'm playing right now is I have $100 that I'm bringing in to my month ahead savings. And then I also had a savings challenge that we finished that I'm bringing in that is worth $35. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in. And so the way I play mine is a little bit different than most. Most people do the snowball method, and I don't really care for the snowball method personally just because I don't want to have to pull out a calculator every time I do it. So the way I have it set up is each square on here is worth the amount that I have in the corner. This is a freebie on my coffee account if anybody is interested in doing it this way, or you can use it for the snowball method as well, however you want. But it is a freebie on there if you're interested in using it. But let's go ahead and get started on mine, and you'll see how I do it as we go. So I put in whatever it is, and we keep going till we can't go anymore. So internet gets $1. TV gets 2, tractor gets 5, honey's car gets 5, gas gets 6, eating out gets 8, allowance gets 8, and phone gets 8. And then we flip back to the front and do it all over again. So internet gets $1, TV gets 2, tractor gets 5. So let's put a 5 back and grab a 10, just so I can get those out of there. And honey's car also gets 5, so we'll put one back and grab a 10. All right, gas gets 6. I'm excited to see what we end up with since we've got the extra 35 this time. So I'm very curious to see how it helps. And then I believe we should have at least one category that I get to bring in a prop $100 bill. So I'm pretty stoked about that as well. Internet gets $1. TV gets 2. Tractor gets 5. Honey's car gets 5. Gas gets 6. Come on now, too many ones in there. Eating out gets 8. So, and I'm running low on on ones. So let's trade out 5 ones for a 5 on there. Allowance also gets 8. And phone gets 8. All right, so let's switch out 5 ones for a 5. 3, 4, 5 for our last 5 there. All right, that's just one. And then we will flip back to the front again. So internet gets $1. TV gets 2. And then I have 3, which is not enough for the tractor payment. So we flip back to the front again. And internet gets 1. And TV gets 2. Okay, pretty easy. So now we get to go through, see what we added, and do a little condensing. So I've got some buyback money here that we can buy back some of these ones and keep it from getting too thick in here. So I'm doing it in a rainbow pattern, so let me get my next color. We got yellow this week. So internet is going to get $1, 2, 3, 4, $5. That's 4 and 5. We are getting close on this one. We've reached our last row. Awesome. So I'd love to know down below if you're doing month ahead, if you know, how you're doing it. Are you doing the snowball method? Has anybody tried doing this method? All right, so now in our internet, we have 20, 30, 35, 40, $41. Nice. Getting close on that one. It's going to be strange when I don't have any ones that I can use. We might have to have rollover each time. All right, next up we have TV. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10. So we can fill in 5 of these as well. So that will complete this row. The only downside to the yellow is it does smear pretty darn much. All of it. All right, let's put these 2 10s back for a 20, and we now have 20, 40, $60 in here. So we're over halfway. All right, tractor, we're adding 15, so 3 squares. Yep, I'm recording this on Sunday, and currently it is looking gloomy, like it's gonna start raining. So I'm glad we got a little bit of pool time in last week, or not last week, yesterday. But all right, we were able to put in a $100 prop bill in this one last time. So we now have 100, 10, 15, 20. So let's put those back and grab a 20. Getting up there. Next up, we have Honey's car. That is getting 15 as well. So 3 squares on here. And we should be able to put a $100 prop bill in this one. Pretty excited. Get some money back. All right. So now we have 50, 70, 90, 100. Yay. So let's bring in a $100 prop bill. And then we got 5, 10. So $110. Nice. Next up, we have gas. Put these 2 5s back for a 10. And we're adding 10, 15, 16, 17, $18. So 3 on here as well. All right, and let's see what we are up to now. We now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Oh my gosh, we got 2 of them. Well, I'm going to have to get myself another prop bill just a second. So there's 100. And then we got 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, grab myself another prop bill. So we've got the 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. So $200 I get to put into my savings account. Yay. I love it when we can earn a little bit of interest. I was not prepared for that one today. I don't know. For some reason I thought I was only going to get 1. But that's super awesome. All right, next up we have our eating out category. And we are adding in 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, $24. So that is also 3 of them. That one just like messed me up so much. I wasn't prepared. All right, so now in this category, in our eating out, we finished our first row. Yay! We have 50, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, $80. Let's grab a 10. Awesome. First line done. When I rearranged, this was a category that we added in. All right, allowance. We are adding in 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So another 3 for this one. Not quite there for the full line on this one yet. But we've got 20, 40, 60, 61, 62, 63, $64. And last but not least, we have our new category this time, our phone category. And it is also getting $24. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Lots of fives back this time around. 21, 22, 23, $24. So we can get started with 3 squares on here. Super awesome. All right. Well, that is going to do it for us today, friends. I am super excited that I get to put $200 in prop bills in here and able to add that into my high yield savings. So if you haven't started yet, I highly recommend bringing at least a little bit. It's nice to build. I'm calling this my emergency fund because that's really what I'm building towards. That 1 month ahead will then turn into 2, 3, 4. It'll take a while. I've been working on this, I think, for like 10 months now. But we finished our first category last month, so it's a step in the right direction, and we're working on all of these categories also. So I hope everybody enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.